Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. Hello, TikTok. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for double tapping already on the screen. Let's have a look at my tag first of all. Animals are friends, not food. Don't eat us, wear us, use us, or steal from us. That's what being vegan is all about. Thanks for coming in here. Aw, thanks for saying I'm beautiful. That's really nice of you. You're a good liar. No, but it's very nice. You're really cute. All right, guys, thanks for coming in. I just have to do a couple of things over here. If you are vegan and you want to come in and talk to me, you can. Hi, everybody here on YouTube. Who have we got on YouTube here? What about milk, asks Winter. Well, milk comes from a cycle of violence. That's why you shouldn't be drinking it, you see? This is what happens every time you drink cow's milk. You're paying in the dairy industry for the rape of mother cows. I don't think you want them to be pinned down and forced to be pregnant, do you? Right? Also the kidnapping of their babies. The baby boys are kidnapped in the dairy industry because when they grow up, they're considered to be useless because they will never be able to produce milk. And so what they do then is they murder the baby boy cows. These little cows, it's not okay. Right? That's why you should not drink milk. They repeat, the dairy industry, they repeat the cycle over and over because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. So you should be drinking soy milk instead because mama cows have a right to stay with their babies and baby cows have a right to stay with their mamas. Okay? Yeah. All right, so thanks for that. If you want to take a screenshot of that, you can. Feel free to do that. And you guys over on YouTube, on TikTok, if you guys want to come in and talk to me, you can. Absolutely. That would be totally fine. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just see. We have what is this? Okay, I have to refresh this page again. Every time refresh. What is happening here? Okay, let me just restart here on YouTube for a second. youtube.com. Thanks for coming in, everybody, though. I really appreciate that. You drink milk. Well, you shouldn't drink cow's milk. You should drink soy milk from now on, okay? Because if you don't want to hurt animals, that would be the right thing to do. You guys on TikTok, you can come in and talk to me. You have somebody here named Indy. You can come in if you want to. Oops. Remember that when you come in, you have to be over 18 and you are a teaching assistant. Hi, Indy. Hi, how are you? Where are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you in the world?
New Zealand.
Oh, cool. What time is it there?
10:14 p.m.
10:14. All right. Wow. It's already like way ahead. You're Monday, right?
Yeah.
It is 10:14 in the morning here on Monday.
Oh, wow.
I'm in Italy. Isn't that cool?
Oh, I never knew that you were in Italy.
Yeah, sometimes I'm in Italy and sometimes I'm in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, isn't that neat? Okay, hold on. Subscribers, any duration, save. Okay. Yeah, so are you ready to read a card and help to be a teaching assistant?
Yeah.
All right, so we have today question 31 rather. And please read the whole thing, including the title. Guys over here on YouTube, thanks for coming in. You guys can also come and you can interact with me by putting a super chat. On the bottom of the screen is where I see it. And if it's yellow, it's going to stay longer for me to read for sure. If they're blue, I might see them. I'm going to try. But sometimes it goes fast. It's pretty slow right now, so that's okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, ethical blind spots. Question 31. Aren't animals put here for us to eat? Answer. No. Animals are here for their own reasons and for us to protect. Like children, animals deserve a Bill of Rights. There is no ethical justification for exploiting and killing sentient beings who want freedom and don't want to die.
Yeah, very good. Hey, you're a good reader.
Thank you.
How did you end up being such a good reader? Lots of people have trouble reading out loud. Did you read as a kid, or did your parents read to you?
I really enjoyed reading when I was younger, and even still now.
Okay, that's great. Awesome. Since you're so good, would you like to read another card?
Sure.
Okay. So by the way, hold on. I'll just hold this up, guys. You too, if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can. Lots of people like take the screenshots, and so it's a way for them to, when they become vegan, they know how to teach. They'll have access. So people are putting them in order in an album in their phones, for example. So if you want to take a picture of question 31 in this group, you can. All right, and over here on TikTok too. All right, there you go.
Okay, ethical blind spots, question 31. Aren't animals put here for... I already read this one.
Oh, you read that one. Oh, yeah, that was to take a screenshot. This one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. That was for you. Did you guys take a screenshot? 31? Okay, I think you did. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is 32. Yeah.
Okay. Ethical blind spots, question 32. Isn't killing animals natural? Answer. Some natural things are good and some are cruel. We live in a society where we don't need to kill to survive, so it is our job not to do it.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I agree with that. I watched this video of how the meat industry works, and how I saw a video of this person throwing a baby pig onto the ground in one of those places, and it was just really disgusting.
Yeah, it's really disturbing because that's how they treat the baby pigs. If they are born and they are considered too small, even though they would be fine, but just because they want to fatten them up and eat them, they consider them too small. Well, they take the baby pigs, they take them by the feet, and they smash them on the ground to smash their heads open, and it's totally legal. It's not even illegal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is so heartbreaking that we do that. The way that we treat animals is unforgivable. It's really absolutely disgusting. Thank you guys for being kind to pigs from now on. Thank you everybody on YouTube for not hurting animals, not exploiting them. You don't need to eat bacon anymore. You don't need to eat ham or sausage. You don't need to eat pepperoni or salami. And you guys over here on TikTok as well. All right, so thank you for being here. Do you have a question, or do you want to teach something else, another vegan fact?
I would like to ask a question real quick. So it's not to be rude or anything. Please don't just remove me. It's just a genuine question. So I have a lot of deficiencies in iron, etc. And I can't take the medications or get the transfusions because they make me really sick. But doctors keep telling me that I need to eat more meat. What are different ways that I can help with that?
Well, have you tried to go to, there's different channels that you can get advice from. One of them is called Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. That's a YouTube channel. They have podcasts and they have vegan doctors there. So you can try to see the different episodes that they have about that subject. Can you remember the title?
No, could you please give it to me again?
Yeah, sure. Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
Okay.
Okay. Another great channel is called nutritionfacts.org. Nutritionfacts.org. Now, this guy there's a vegan dog. He became vegan. He's a doctor, and he does research about the research. So he gets no money from any industries, not any vegan industries, not meat, nobody. And he just presents the actual facts. So, from the perspective of a vegan, you will obviously try to do your very best. I know that sometimes people say that they're trying to be vegan, but they haven't really fully done everything. Have you tried to do any cooking in cast iron frying pans, for example?
I have. I made a really good chickpea curry.
Great.
Recently.
Yeah. And so you're having trouble, because the iron pills tend to make you feel a bit nauseous, right? Especially if you take them on an empty stomach. I get it. Yeah. Well, being vegan means about doing your best. Have you tried to make smoothies with lots and lots of spinach and then adding fruit to it so that it will get absorbed better? Because iron is better absorbed when you mix it with vitamin C.
Yeah, I've tried heaps of different things. It's like, yeah, it's becoming
It's-
quite hard. I've got this random fainting condition that recently came on.
Mhm. Have you checked what your actual iron levels are? Do you know what they are?
I don't know the actual one. I've just been told that they're severely low.
Right. Well, remember that being vegan means doing your best, your absolute best. So if it's a matter of life and death, then you are allowed to do what you need to do. However, what I would do is I would start to Google which are the least sentient beings, because you're going to want to, if you absolutely have to eat some kind of an animal, because you really, really can't tolerate the pills. I mean, obviously, if it was me, I would try and take the iron pills in very tiny amounts throughout the day with a full belly, and I would spread out the dose. I would really try everything possible to not eat any animals. But if it is the case that you really have to, and I assume you don't want to, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're still vegan as long as you do your very best, and yeah, just Google as much information as you can, and try to, if you absolutely need to eat some kind of an animal, then make sure you're eating the least sentient animal. So the one that has less consciousness. That could be mussels or something from the bottom of the ocean, scallops. I honestly don't know what that would be. Mollusks. So Google that and then see how much iron content is in the least sentient beings, and just, let me know how it goes. But check with all of these resources. Have you tried going to challenge22.com yet for some advice from vegan dietitians?
No, I haven't. I've mainly just been to like in person, like different opinions, different doctors and stuff.
All right, so challenge22.com is a place that you can go. So you sign up, challenge22.com. Can you write it down?
Yeah.
So they are there to help you for 22 days to lead you down the vegan path with access to vegan dietitians for free. And they have, they're used to getting all of these different questions, and so they will help you with specific recipes and really coach you through it. And, they'll ask you exactly your specific problems and give you ideas. And, if you do it, I suggest what you do is you sign up for the 22 days. First, you're going to get an email, and then they put you like in a Facebook group, and you can like chat with people and say, I got this problem. I really don't want to eat animals. What do I do? Right? And you'll kind of have some guidance there. I would suggest that you make a video of your experience for 22 days in a row. It would be so interesting for others as well. So you could film yourself like, here I am signing up for Challenge 22. And then you could say, okay, here's my first email I got from them. Oh, here's what it said. Oh, now I'm going into the Facebook group. Like, even just really short videos, and post them on a regular basis, and just call the video Challenge 22, day 1. And then the next day, Challenge 22, day 2. And if you're having a shit experience, well, just be honest about it. Just say, it's not working. But, if you have some good moments, you can say, okay, I decided to try this and I feel better. Or, I feel like this is the right path. Or I just got this cool book that I was just recommended to me. And, blog about it.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for your honesty, and I wish you a great vegan life going forward.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
See.
Bye. Let me know how it goes. I'm very curious. Guys, let's double tap for that beautiful vegan person who is trying her best to figure out what's she going to do with her low iron levels. I had low iron before becoming vegan. After I became vegan, it wasn't a problem anymore, because I just learned how to combine foods like I said, with the spinach, with high vitamin C fruits, or also different peppers have high vitamin C, so you can put that in your chilies and so on. All right, guys, chat over here on YouTube. Thanks, guys, for being here. What have we got happening? Chat's going super fast. If you write things that are cruel, you're going to get banned, and so you will not be able to chat anymore, okay? Like the person who's just writing that they eat horses, or if you eat animals, you get banned for life. So somebody here, like this person named Avik, who just wrote blah, 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 okay? Clearly you don't want to be here. So you're going to be banned for life as well. Think of the chat as like a classroom chalkboard. So you can write kind things. You can say, eat lentils. You could type down, eat beans. You can type, eat tofu. You can type, be kind, be vegan. All you vegans are doing that, and that's awesome. You have no idea how much you're helping vegans in the chat. Consistently spamming good things is great. People who spam stupidities, like somebody just spammed yo with a bunch of O's. It's like, it's just a waste of time. Like, why are you doing that? Okay, like you're just trying to get attention for yourself. It's so silly. You all put in a 30-minute timeout because you didn't actually write anything mean, but it's just silly, you know? So now you can watch. You won't be able to write anything. Same for Adam. Adam, you're also going in a timeout. So, you know, you guys can watch, but you won't be writing anything. All right, I'm going to go over here, though. If you guys actually really want to write something that you absolutely want me to read, then what you will do is you'll put a super chat in, and it will stop, and I will read it out loud. Don't write anything mean. I'm not interested for you to write mean comments at all. Okay, don't give money to YouTube to be cruel. Yeah, you too, to person, whatever your name is. Now at this point, I'm going to ban you for life because you're just repeating what the other person did. All right, let's go over here. On the other hand, remember, whatever comments you're putting in, you're definitely helping the algorithm. All right, so Sleeping Brap is here. Thanks, guys, for decorating the live stream here on TikTok. You have to be over 18 to come in, though, okay?
Hello.
Hi, are you over 18?
Yes.
All right, great. Where are you in the world?
Arizona, America.
Okay, Arizona. Cool. Do you know where I am?
No.
I'm in Italy.
Okay.
Do you know where that is? It's in Europe, across the ocean. Yeah, I'm in Italy. Also Canadian. Sometimes I live in Montreal and in Quebec, and sometimes I live over here. So what time is it over there in Arizona?
2:27.
You have to say AM or PM.
Or AM.
You mean it's like the middle of the night? Like it's just Monday morning, very, very early?
What?
Is it dark?
Yeah.
Right. What are you doing up so late?
I don't know. I'm just scrolling on TikTok and I found you.
All right. Well, okay. You know, are you having trouble sleeping?
Nah. I just want to...
No? Okay. All right. Are you ready to read a card? Do you know how to read?
Wait. No.
You don't know how to read?
No, wait. God damn it. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'll let you go if you don't know how to read. All right, go to sleep, okay? I don't think you're really over 18, and I think you should go to sleep. I'll let somebody else read the card. Thanks for coming, though. Appreciate that. Guys, over here on YouTube, just to show you, this is the card that is going to be read by TikTok. Take a screenshot of it, collect all the cards in your phone, put them in an album, so when you become vegan, you will have the answers to all of the questions that people have asked me. Okay? Okay. All right, so here we have question 33. Let's see who else is in here. But before we do, a bunch of you guys are subscribing to my channel, I noticed. So let me read out loud some of the names of the people. Hi, Lola. Thank you for the 5 roses that you just put on the screen. Very nice decoration. Thank you. And to somebody named It's, can't really see your name. Thank you also for decorating the screen. Thank you to people who are putting the little vegan ice cream cones. Thank you to people who are putting the little tofu. Thank you to the people who are putting the animals, such as teddy bears with a big heart. All of these are really welcome. All the love that you send, especially different animals on the screen, like a swan, or sometimes people put a chicken on my shoulder, which is really cute. Oh, that's nice. Just no rodeo hats, all right? Because we are against the rodeo. We're against the exploitation of animals. All right, let's see who's just subscribed to my channel. Hold on a second. Let me read your names out loud. Okay, I'm just scrolling backwards here. We got Phoebe. We've got Pauline. We've got Annie. We've got Kitty. Thank you. We've got Brian, Bobby. Thank you to Carl for subscribing. Thank you to Lola, who sent some roses. Thank you to, what's your name? Oh, Grace. Grace. Oh, somebody's name is Animal Lover. That's great. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Annie for subscribing. Thank you, Harlow. Thank you, Olivia. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, everybody. Just remember, no rodeo hats on my head, because that's something I dread. Let's go to the next person here. Okay, let's go to somebody's name is Phone Booster. I don't think I should let that person in. Who calls their account Phone Booster? Then again, it's not really anti-vegan. It's just a weird, now I'm just curious. Let's see whose name is Phone Booster.
Good morning.
Good morning, Phone Booster. Why did you name your account that?
Me and my friend were like, we started a business, but it never like became something. And social media was one of the first thing that we did. So.
Ah, okay. All right. So what's your first name? What should I?
Tom.
Tom? Tom. Okay, cool. Tom. Tom. Okay. Tom, do you know how to read? Are you able to read this card?
My accent is not that great, but yes, science demonstrates that animals have nervous systems.
You missed a whole bunch of words at the beginning. You got to read the whole card, okay?
Oh, okay. Question 33. Do animals feel?
The whole card, okay?
That was the whole card.
No.
Oh, sorry. Ethical blind spots. Question 33. Do animals feel things like we do? Answer, yes. Science demonstrates that animals have nervous systems and experience pain emotions much like humans. Cutting a cow in half isn't the same as cutting a carrot in half.
Right. What do you think about that? Do you think? Are you against? One second. Just one second. Are you against animal exploitation?
What does that mean?
Well, how do you feel about exploiting people, like using them or using animals for your own benefit?
Depends.
So you're okay with pinning someone down and touching them inappropriately? It's okay for you to do that?
No.
Okay. So are you against stealing from people or animals?
I personally hate stealing. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so you don't eat eggs then, because that would be paying somebody to steal the eggs from a mother, from a chicken.
I'm allergic to eggs, so...
Yeah, that's besides the point. That has nothing to do with it. If you say that you are against stealing, then you wouldn't be stealing the milk from a cow or paying anyone to do so, and you wouldn't be stealing the eggs from chickens, right? Now it gets tough, right? Because you're against stealing unless you feel like doing it. Then you're okay with stealing. You see how weird that is? See how see how that was a contradiction? So you know what that means? It means I get a point and you didn't get a point. So I want you to admit right now that you are a hypocrite because you say you're against stealing and yet you pay for stealing. So I want you to be vegan from now on. And I don't want you to steal eggs from chickens or from ducks or eagles or swans. No more stealing eggs. And no more stealing milk because that belongs to baby cows. Okay? I want to thank you though very much for being here, and I want you to think about.
Question?
Yes.
What do you think? Like a cow dies, yeah? Natural causes.
No cows. 1 second. Cows never, ever die from natural causes. They are always killed at a very young age.
But like if a cow dies natural causes.
That never happens, so we're not going to talk about it.
Hypothetically.
Just a second. I just want you to acknowledge that in the industries, the meat industry, the dairy industry, all of these cows are killed at a very young age, the minute they're considered useless or not as productive. But okay, we'll do your hypothetical.
Like, do you still think that meat should be wasted or just in that category?
Okay, let's put it this way, all right? If your grandmother dies, should we waste her meat? What do you think?
Humans can't eat other humans' meat, so...
Of course they can.
Yeah?
Okay, so do you think that if a dog dies, that we should be eating all of the dogs that die? That would be a lot of food for people. Do you think that should happen?
No.
Why not? You don't want to waste the dog meat or the cat meat, right?
Sure, yeah.
Right. So you're okay if you went into McDonald's and you bought a cat burger, that would be okay with you, right?
Depends.
How about you rethink all of this, okay? I want you to be vegan from now on. Do you see my vegan declaration day here? June 27th, 2016. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I haven't eaten any animals. I haven't paid anybody any money to rip off their skin, to kidnap their babies, to steal their milk, their eggs, or their honey. And so I'm vegan, and I want you to be vegan too. So I want you to be a good man from now on. All right? Now today, you got what I call a click. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan, 100 light bulb moments. Now I think you realized the hypocrisy in some of the things that you said. And the reason I've let you go is because it's a normal reaction when you start to learn about veganism, that you get very angry and you roll up your sleeves and you want to just punch the person because you're like, damn it. This means I have to change everything in my life. This means I have to change all of my habits. And the truth is, yes, you do. But if I can do it, you can too. Okay? All right, glad we settled that. Every day's a new day to learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. All right, guys, let's go over here. Let's show over you guys here on YouTube. Here's our next card today. We're reading about ethical blind spots. This is question 34. If the animals are treated well, why isn't it okay to kill and eat them? You guys can take a screenshot here about that. And I'll get somebody here on TikTok rather to read the answer. Remember, if you want to communicate with me and you want me to read your comment, put it in a super chat so it stays on the screen. The yellow ones will stay and I will read it out loud. Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy. Are you over 18? Okay. Lucy, can you hold on 1 second? I just got a super chat on my YouTube channel. I just want to read it, okay? But I'll be right back, okay? Is that okay, Lucy? Lucy, are you trying to leave, hun? Okay, I'll just wait. Okay, so the person's name is Vodka. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And the person writes, is vodka vegan? So, I don't know. I think it probably is. It has alcohol. I don't know what else is in vodka. I suggest you don't drink it though. Okay, all alcohol is a poison to your liver and your body. You don't need to drink alcohol at all. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll have a glass of red wine if I go out for a slice of vegan pizza sometimes. You know, if it's really hot one day and we're sitting out on the porch in the sun and my husband brings out a beer, I'll have some of his beer, you know, but in moderation. But also just check. There's an app called Barnivore. Barnivore, write that down. Barnivore, there's an app, and you can type in the brand name of whatever alcohol, and you can see if it's vegan or not. They'll tell you. Okay? I hope I answered your question. You know what? I'm going to press a like on your comment and a heart because, you know, you just asked a question and you weren't cruel. You weren't vegan phobic. You were vegan fantastic, which means you might not be vegan yet, but you're open and curious. And that's awesome. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, Lucy, do you know how to read? Okay, so this says ethical blind spots, question 34. If the animals are treated well, why isn't it okay to kill and eat them? You read the answer, please.
Because even animals, so-called humane farms, are still killed for profit. There is no right way to kill someone who wants to live.
Yeah, who wants to live, right? So you see all these fish here? Yeah, they all want to live. They don't want to die. When someone goes fishing, the fish are tricked into biting into the hook. And then it really hurts. They're dragged out of the water. Now, can you imagine if we did that to a dog, let's say? We threw a fishing line just in a park, and we put a piece of meat at the end or something to eat. Could be whatever the dog likes, a piece of bread or anything. And then the dog bites into it. And then we would wheel the dog in by the mouth like that. Can you imagine the people in the park, how they would be freaking out and screaming and calling you an animal abuser? They'd probably even try to kick you and hit you. That's how angry they would be. But those same people will then go to the side of the lake with their sons or daughters and teach those children how to murder innocent animals. Because taking a fish out of the water is no different than us hooking an animal out of the water and dragging them away, or taking a human by the hair and shoving you underwater until you die a slow, painful death, unable to breathe, terrified. So you see why it's important to be vegan and not go fishing. Let's not harm anyone. Let's be brave. Let's be good members of society. Let's stand up to defend those who cannot speak for themselves. If fish could scream and fathers would take their children fishing, and every time the fish came out of the water, it was screaming as if it was a cat, flailing around and crying, children would be horrified. It is cruel to treat fish badly just because they have no vocal cords, and maybe because their facial expressions don't show pain, but they are clearly in pain. That has been proven by science. Thank you for taking a screenshot of this, everybody here on YouTube. Thank you, everybody here on TikTok, for also taking a screenshot. I never know if I'm holding it long enough, but please take a screenshot and start to collect these. We're on question 34, doing them all in different orders. But don't worry, if you miss one, you can just ask me. You can say, Miss Katie, I missed number 30, whatever, and I will put on the screen. You can collect these in your phone. And when you become vegan, you'll have the answer to all of the questions that people have asked me. I've been asked over 300 questions, and I put them all in these cards for you guys to help you. Okay? All right. Guys, we're just going to take a little break now, and we're going to be actually listening to a song called Veganism is a Justice Movement, so you understand what veganism is. And we're going to dance a little bit. I got this big, huge sweater on. Found it in the garbage, by the way. Yeah, people throw stuff out here. It's crazy. Beside the garbage bins, they put all their clothes in these clear bags and they just leave them there. So anyone can pick through and grab stuff. I found this last year. I think I actually found this in France on my way to Germany. Did I? Or where was I? Can't remember now. I was taking a plane somewhere anyway, and just before there was the garbage bins. So I washed it and it's huge. I usually sleep in it, but it's just comfy, so I kept it. Anyway, guys, you guys ready to dance with me? Okay? Gonna have some fun, get some exercise. Remember, this is not a dance show. Oh, I have a super chat. Hold on, let me check here. Australia. Okay, 7 Days Salty, this person's name is. 7 Days Salty. What an interesting name for an account, isn't that? Okay, it says, there is carnivore plants that eat flies, etc. No, I don't know what a carnivore plan is. Carnivore plan, what do you mean? You're going to have to write that a little bit more clearly, okay? Try to take your time when you're typing, okay? You gave a $5 donation, but if you don't spell the things properly, then it's hard for me to respond. You might be referring to carnivore plants, and if you are, you might be referring to a Venus flytrap. Now, what happens with them is that if you actually take this particular plant and you put even a cigarette butt on there, that plant will close because it's an instinct. That plant is not sentient. That plant does not feel pain. Okay, you can Google that. All right? All right, guys, who's ready to dance with me? TikTok. Guys, thank you so much for everything that's written over here. I'm looking for names now, okay? Now, I don't want to be the only one dancing. Come on. Yeah, it's recess, okay? It's obligatory. You have to dance. You must dance. Okay, let's see who's going to dance with me. If you want to dance with me, write your name down, okay? Don't say me, but write your name down. Recess. Yes, exactly, Pudding. Okay, Nicholas is going to dance. Sydney's going to dance. Who else? Guys, anybody over here on YouTube going to dance with me? Let me see. Faith is going to dance. Oh my God, it's going so fast, guys. Give me a headache. Emily, I saw that. Stella. Ace, Lindsay. Oh. Guys, don't write me. You have to write your name. Sammy, Ethan, Rowan. A bunch of you guys are going to dance? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Bruce, Adeline, William, Riley, Selena. I see you. Astra, Avery, Zaria, Harpa. You guys are awesome. Okay. We're going to dance together. Okay. So this song is called Veganism is a Job. Do we want to dance to that one? I don't know. Maybe there's a better one. No, you know what? We're going to dance to this one. These are vegan foods you can eat. Okay, I'm going to list them all in the song. Okay? Hold on. I got to make some room here. Got to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Guys, I think I'm going to be too hot in this thing. I might have to take it off. Anyway, we'll see. All right, here we go. Ready? Guys, ready? Yeah, share this with anybody who likes to dance. Of course you can share it. Yes. Tell them we're dancing, getting some exercise. Nobody's allowed to sit still, okay? Unless you have a stomach ache, that's okay. If you're on the toilet, you can still do these, okay? If you're washing dishes, just wash dishes, dry the dishes to the beat, okay? If you're out listening to this as a podcast, we'll just keep up the pace. Let's go with the beat, all right? All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to be vegan?
Yes.
I'm going to help you. First of all, remember that being vegan is about not exploiting animals. But of course, you're also going to be extremely healthy. Just remember to take your vegan multivitamins B12 and D3 every day, and you're on your way. These are vegan foods you should eat. Just fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Just fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Tofu, tempeh, lentils, chickpeas, black beans, quinoa, oats, brown rice, buckwheat, potatoes, broccoli, spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, zucchini, and seaweed like nori. Oh, and don't forget to absorb the iron in your spinach smoothie. Add fruits rich in vitamin C. These are vegan foods you should eat. Just fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Just fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Bananas, oranges, pomegranates, chia seeds, hazelnuts, walnuts, peanut butter toast with pumpkin seeds and blueberries. Vegan pizza, vegan pasta, onions, garlic, turmeric, cauliflower, curry, sage, dates, and cranberries. Oh no, this list of vegan foods is too long. I'll never fit them all into one song. Anyway, just go to the grocery store and get a rainbow of different colors. Stay away from the morgue part of the grocery store. Stay away from the cemetery section. You can do it. Let's sing some more. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Okay, let's talk about what's wrong with the carnivore diet. First of all, they lack nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Also, it's not good for your gut microbiome. You increase your risk of cancer, heart attacks, diabetes, and strokes. So ethically and environmentally, it's not good for animals, you, or the planet. Okay, one thing I have to be honest with you about is that when you become vegan, you're going to encounter something called vegan phobia. Don't worry though, this has nothing to do with you. The fact of the matter is that people are jealous of vegans. They know that what we're doing is right. They know that our choices are best for the animals and the planet. It's just that they think for some reason that they can't be like us. But of course they can. So they'll make all kinds of jokes, they'll call you soy boy, and you'll just remind them that soy is high in protein, in nutrients, it's gut friendly, and you'll say, these are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should eat. Fruits, nuts, grains, and seeds. These are vegan foods you should
for dancing with me, guys. These are vegan foods you should eat. You heard a huge list. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. I have a super chat here. I saw it pop up, and I was like, oh, I hope it doesn't go away. All right, let me read it for you guys. Oh, it's the vodka guy again. All right, it says, actually, a fun song. Was vegan for 2 years. It's actually easy. And I was weightlifting. What do you mean you were? What do you mean you were vegan? What happened? You started drinking too much vodka? What are you doing? Stop drinking the vodka and be vegan again, silly. What kind of crazy thing? Okay, I want you to write me another super chat, and I don't want you to write anything negative. I want you to say, this Katie, my new vegan declaration day is, and I want you to tell me what it's going to be, okay? Mine was on June 27th, 2016. And Mr. Vodka Person, I want you to get rid of the vodka name, all right? Whatever your name is, write something like, Bob for the animals, or whatever your name is, okay? I don't know, I can't think of a name for you because I don't know what your name is. All right, TikTok, let's get to the next person here. All right, thanks for coming in, guys. Remember that we are reading all these vegan cards today.
Hello.
Hi. All right, so we read already these 5 cards. Where are you in the world?
Australia.
Australia. Okay, cool. What is your name? What should I call you?
Just call me vegan.
Call you vegan. Okay, I guess, are you vegan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know who Tash Peterson is?
No, sadly.
No, she's a vegan in Australia. She's the most famous vegan in Australia. And she came to visit me here in Italy, actually. Tash Peterson. You should look her up. Okay. So, are you able to read a card?
Yeah, sure, I can.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to go to another pile here. This is a sort of an easier pile to read. The sentences are a little bit shorter, and this is talking about a circus. So just random vegan facts. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Vegans don't go to circuses that use animals because it's wrong to exploit horses, elephants, or tigers for our entertainment.
Okay, what do you think about this card?
I feel like that animals are really nice. Like they shouldn't be forced into, because sometimes with horses they use whips and all that, which is really bad for them. But it can also be really good because if you want them to because sometimes horses misbehave. Like what we did with our horse, some horses are supposed to have that. If they're special needs horses, some horses like mine. Sometimes they can't move, so you have to use a little bit of force, but it doesn't hurt them.
Well, horses shouldn't be around humans at all and be enslaved and trapped. Horses are here on the planet for their own reasons. It's because they're meant to be with their families and running free. And so now because your family has taken this horse and kidnapped this horse, now the horse is maybe doesn't want to go to the left, maybe doesn't want to go to the right, maybe doesn't want to sit down when you tell your horse to sit down. You understand? And so the reason that we say that riding horses is not vegan is because you're exploiting the horse. Now maybe you are just taking care of the horse, maybe you adopted the horse. That's different. But this card actually is about circuses. So we're talking about taking animals out of the wild and forcing them to perform tricks. Also, so we're basically saying that we should not be going to circuses where there's animals. Okay? Got that? All right. Thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate you reading a card. Let's go to the next person here. Hello?
Hi, Miss.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Here's your card to read.
Okay.
All right.
Random vegan fact. If everyone ate a vegan, plant-exclusive diet, we would help save the planet because we would reduce the amount of land we use for... Wait, I can't read it. Can you move it up a bit? For agriculture by 75%. Isn't that so good? Oh my gosh.
So if this card represents all of the land, 75% of it could be rewilded Because right now we're
Yeah.
using so much land because we're growing crops to feed to the animals. Instead, we should be using the land to feed us, humans, and the animals should be phased out. Because right now, 92 billion land animals are being raped and kidnapped and forced to be pregnant in these places far away. And that's really cruel. It's wrong. And then we're cutting down the rainforest to grow crops to feed them. The whole system
Yes, Miss,
causes
that's terrible.
the whole system causes a lot of
That's
pollution.
terrible, Miss.
It is, and I want to
Yeah.
thank you very much for reading a card. You did a
Can
really
I-
good job. Oh, sorry. Did you want to say something? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you back. Wait, what was your name? Oh, I think you're not at the top of the list anymore. Okay, sorry. I'll just go to the next person. I can't remember what your name was. Sorry about that. All right, I see that we have somebody here from Montreal who wants to be banned. Okay, that's no problem. We're gonna ban some people here who are spamming the word meat, although you are really helping the algorithm, that's for sure. All right, let's see who else is here. Hey, welcome, Alex.
Hi,
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, just before we begin, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to my channel. I just saw a bunch of you. If you're subscribing, I'm going to read your names out loud. Morgan, thanks for being here. Jaden, thank you, Brian, for sending the flowers. Thank you also, Soph, for being here. And thank you also to somebody named Ray and Kyle. Thanks for joining. Thank you for subscribing, Corey and Percules, who said, hi, Queen. I'm not a queen. I'm just a mom, grandmother teaching veganism. Thank you also to Brooke. Brooke, don't forget that your dog should be vegan. Okay, just remember that. Thank you for the heart, guys. All right, thanks everybody for following me. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks, Ira. Okay, so here's a card for you to read.
Hi. Vegans are heroes who will go down in history as brave warriors because they stood up to defend the animals when so many people were harming them.
Yeah. So, you know, in the past, when people were harming Black people or were not being kind to women, and then people stood up and said, hey, women should be allowed to vote, those people are heroes. The people who stood up against slavery and said slavery is wrong, those people are heroes. And we vegans are heroes to the animals because we're here to defend them. Are you a good man?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so are you against the exploitation of humans and other animals?
Yeah.
All right. And so do you agree that we should respect other animals?
Yeah, we totally should. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. But can we truly respect animals if we consume their flesh and steal their
No, we
eggs,
can't.
steal their eggs and their milk? All right. Yeah, no, we can't, right? Hey, thank you for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Guys, let's double tap on the screen. And somebody just put some more flowers there. Thank you very much. Okay, Alex, thanks for coming here. Do you want to read another
Okay,
card?
anytime.
Do you want to read another?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, you're doing a good job. Might as well read another one here. A random vegan fact number 2. Don't forget to tell everybody to double tap on the screen, okay?
What's up, guys?
Yeah, because they're going to encourage you as a teaching assistant here. All right, here we go.
Okay, vegans don't steal from animals. Not their milk, not their eggs, not their fur, not their feathers, not their wool, not their skin, not their honey, not their babies, not their freedom, not their lives.
All right. So yeah, now you know what the definition of veganism is. It's that we don't exploit animals. All right. So what do you think? Is there anything preventing you from becoming vegan?
There is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's my partner.
Okay. What's wrong with your partner?
My partner has the habit of eating me out.
That's okay. That's vegan.
Is it?
Sure, as long as it's consensual. So what's your next excuse?
yeah.
What's your next excuse?
No, that's just it.
That's it.
I don't
Okay.
actually have anything stopping me.
Great. Thank you. Welcome to the Vegan Club. Thank you so much for agreeing to be vegan from now on. All right, guys, you see, this is what happens. Great men become vegan when they learn the truth. They can be vegan. Nothing's really stopping you. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, guys over here on my YouTube channel, if you want me to respond to something, don't forget to put it in a super chat so that I can be sure to read it out loud. Some of you guys are going to get banned here because you keep repeating the same thing. Here we go, hide from this channel. So if you keep repeating the same thing, like writing meat, meat, meat over again, then you will be banned. And I know you're thinking, oh, who cares? But you will be really sad because you'll realize, wait, I kind of miss that vegan teacher now. I kind of miss not interacting with her. And then you're going to have to open a whole new account just to be able to communicate with me. Okay, so I'm not sure why you're saying I should look at your PFP, but I'm actually not going to be doing that. I don't even look at anybody's PFP, actually. I am busy teaching. All right, so thanks, guys. Though, let's see, maybe we do have some good comments here. We have somebody here who says, oh my goodness, it's going so fast. Okay, Katie wants to be banned. Okay, you're banned too, Katie. So you'll be able to write comments, just that nobody will be able to see them from now on. Let's see what else we have. We have somebody here named Vile who wants to be banned for life. Okay, you're banned also. All right, you guys can come back with your new accounts. I know what happens. You all send me emails and you're like, Miss Katie, can you please unban me? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. And I'm like, I don't even answer you guys. I don't even read my own email for that. I have an assistant who reads that and tells me all these people are banned and they're saying they're sorry. Well, they can just open new accounts. Okay, guys? All right. So, just be kind. So somebody's Bay here, Wit, like this person named Bay Wit writes, don't force your beliefs on other people. You are literally here forcing your beliefs on me. Okay, so clearly you don't want to be here. So Bay Wit, you can also get removed. All right, you don't have to be here. Okay, bye. See you never. Somebody writes, I like your background, very colorful. Well, thank you very much for that. Appreciate you writing that. All right, thanks guys for everybody who's been subscribing to the account. Let me just go back over here on my TikTok for a little while. Revduptism, I don't know what that is. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to my live stream. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Are you able to read?
I am, yes.
Okay, great. Hold on one sec. I saw something blue out of my peripheral vision. So, okay, Butter says, hey, vegan teacher. Okay, hopefully, I want you to change your name to Vegan Butter. Okay, that's not a very appropriate name, Butter and Butter. Plus, actually, it's just a dumb name. Okay, I want you to call yourself whatever your first name is. Okay, if your name is Sarah or Jason, just call yourself Jason Vegan from now on. Okay, I'm not going to press like on your comment because it was kind of useless, not very helpful. You're saying hi, but your name is Butter or something, so that's not good. Well, let me get my bangs out of the way. Okay, you ready to read a card?
I am, yes.
Okay, so this is a card about leather. Here you go. Please read that. Remind everybody to double tap on the screen before you begin.
Double tap the screen, everyone. Let's get those lights up.
All right, here we go.
Okay, random vegan fact. Wearing leather is mean because you're paying for someone's skin to be ripped off. Someone who never got to grow old and never wanted to die for fashion.
What do you think about that?
I completely agree. I think it's so cruel.
How did you end up being so kind?
I think I was just brought up right.
Yeah.
I care about people. I care about animals. That's the basics.
Yeah, that's great. All right, do you want to read another card?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you seem to be good at reading. So this is a random vegan fact, and it's about sheep. And I want you to memorize this fact because sometimes we rely on ChatGPT or whatever for facts, but here we're trying to help people to remember things so that if somebody asks you, you can just like have it right at the tip of your fingertips, okay? So this is about a random vegan fact about sheep. Now read it really slowly because remember, you're a teaching assistant here. So you want everybody else to remember it too, okay?
Yeah. Okay, random vegan fact. Roughly 1,200 sheep and lambs are killed every minute for meat and wool related industries.
Okay, just one sec.
Sorry.
So when there's a period, right, don't forget to stop because you got to let people have a chance to let that sink in, right? So can you repeat in your own words what you just read?
I have a really bad memory. I'm so sorry. I've got a memory of a goldfish.
No. You see, a good teacher has to read and also think yourself. You see, you read it so fast because you're just like, oh, I just have to read. I'll just get through this. The point of reading is to absorb what you're reading. Okay, so we're going to do this again. Now listen, I'll be honest with you. I do the same thing as you. Sometimes I'll read an entire thing. I'm like, what the hell did I just read? Right? We all do it. But now we're trying to practice to really use our brains and to remember some facts. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so try this again. Just the first sentence and then pause.
Yep.
You got it.
Okay. Random vegan fact. Roughly 1,200 sheep and lambs are killed every minute for meat and wool-related industries.
Okay. So, do you remember how many sheep are killed?
1,200.
Right. Now, do you remember how often they're killed?
Was it every day?
No, it was so much more than that. Let's read it again. Read it out loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Remember, okay? I'm not picking on you. I'm literally
Yeah.
trying to help you to be a good teacher because other people around the world are right now. If I asked them the same thing, like there was a room with how many of us? There's several hundred, if you know, with YouTube here and TikTok. I would ask them the same thing. They'd be like, I don't remember, right? But it's like one sentence, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, read it again, the whole sentence.
Okay. Roughly 1,200 sheep and lambs are killed every minute for meat and wool-related industries.
Okay, so how many sheep are killed and how often?
1,200 and every minute.
Okay, let's just picture that. You and I have already been talking for a couple of minutes. Like, can you picture 1,200 sheep right now? Like, just all together, like in a big like soccer field. I guess
Yeah, that makes me really sad.
1,200 killed in 1 minute. Like, they are lined up and just terrified. They're watching each other being murdered. Now, what are they being murdered for? Which industries? The meat and the wool-related industries.
Yeah.
Because when they are bred and bred and bred, forced to be pregnant over and over, then they grow all of this wool unnaturally. And then humans are so cruel. They're like, well, now that you have all this extra wool, which they forced them to have, now we're going to have to shave you. You see how fucked up humans are? How cruel?
Yeah, it's not fair at all.
Right. And so many lambs are killed. On holidays, Christmas, whatever, New Year's, I don't know, Easter. It's so sad. All right, so now you've got that. I think you've got this one memorized. So it's for meat and wool-related industries, okay? Now, pretend you're the teacher and I'm 10, okay? You're going to teach that fact to me, okay? Excuse me, teacher. Can you tell me a little bit about sheep?
Yeah, so roughly 1,200 sheep and lambs are killed every minute for the meat and wool industry.
Every minute? Wow. Okay.
That's a lot of sheep. That's a lot of babies.
It is. It's a lot of babies. All right, let's keep going for the next part, okay? Guys on YouTube, thank you very much for being here. To the person who, okay, let's see what you guys are writing. Somebody writes that they love chicken nuggets. Okay, so the person named Aya, right? You're not allowed to come in here and talk about how you love eating the dead bodies of the animals that we are trying to protect. If I was protecting Black people right now, would you come in here and tell me that you like to eat their dead bodies? Or if I was defending women and saying, look, women need rights, would you be like, yeah, and telling me about how you like to hurt them? You see how fucked up that is? And see, that's why you're getting banned for life, because you just wrote something that is extremely cruel. Now, I hid you as a user. That means you can type comments, but I will never see them again, and nor will anybody else. So guys, your job, especially you vegans, make sure you write kind things in the comments, write down eat lentils. You guys can help a lot. You can write eat beans. You guys can help a lot by, somebody said that, okay, somebody just wrote read this and then it's gone. Okay, you're writing and you're spamming it. I can see it says, please read this, but then the comments just keeps going. So please stop spamming it. Put it in a super chat where it can freeze on the screen and then I'll be able to read it. Okay, the yellow ones will freeze. Now, I do know that somebody else here also wants to be banned for forever. Another person who just keeps writing meat. Right? You guys can write meat as long as you write vegan meat. At the same time, though, your comments are, of course, helping the algorithm to bring people to the channel. But I really don't care about that. I want you to be kind. Be kind to the animals. Think of the chat as a chalkboard and only write nice things on the school chalkboard. Okay? All right, please keep reading.
Okay. Can you center it a little bit more?
Yeah, sorry, I can't really see it when it's okay.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Sheep are shaved violently in assembly lines for their wool, which terrifies them and causes them to bleed. We can buy sweaters and hats for winter that are made from recycled materials like acrylic or polyester, which don't harm anyone.
Yeah, like this. This is made out of acrylic. Acrylic, polyester. There's no wool in it. It's warm. It's cozy.
And it looks beautiful too.
It's huge though. Did you see how huge it was? Did you see me dancing with it? Look, it's massive. But it's cozy. It's like walking around in a blanket. Right.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah. You know what I like doing is I like bringing cozy sweaters like this on an airplane because you don't really need a blanket. You know, it just feels like that. And but you can also take it off if you really want to have a pillow and cram it together, and it's so bulky, you know, as a pillow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, my dear, you did a really good job. Thank you so much for being patient with me and not being frustrated when I was forcing you to read that again and again. But
it's okay.
You know,
I do have a couple of questions, if that's okay.
Sure.
So I'm from the UK, so we obviously get brought up obviously a lot differently to different countries. And in our primary schools, we get brought up with a balanced diet, and we get shown a plate with obviously dairy, meat, veggies, fruit, and then sugar. How do you feel about the fact that meat is so heavily pushed on us?
Well, it's clear that it is the meat, dairy, and egg industries that are doing that. They are influencing these conversations. Because if you look at the largest body of dietitians in the world, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, they have clearly stated that a vegan diet is healthful for all stages of development, including newborn babies who are automatically vegan because their mother's milk is given freely and not stolen, all the way through childhood, to adolescents, to older people, and also pregnant women can be vegan, and even lactating women who are breastfeeding. So we know that it is the most healthful. So of course it should be that all schools should be vegan. All of these places, I'm trying to find a necklace that I had about this. I don't know if you saw it. I have no idea where I put stuff. My desk is like a huge explosion of so many things. My goodness, I just take stuff off and just throw it everywhere. But I do have somewhere, here it is. Okay, this is one of the ones that I wear sometimes. Let me show you this. Okay, can you read that?
Yep, all hospitals and schools should be vegan.
It makes perfect sense because a vegan diet is healthful for everyone. It is also best for the planet. So if we have people bringing dead bodies into the school, we are literally teaching children the opposite message that we want to give them, which is don't harm anyone and save the planet. So it is so immoral what we're doing. Now, I'm a school teacher, but I also am a nurse, and the same thing applies with nursing. If we are putting the corpses of dead animals on the trays of our patients, knowing that meat is a class 1 carcinogen, it is in the same category as smoking, we are doing a disservice to our patients. We are actually acting unethically. There should only be lentils and beans and rice and potatoes on the trays and carrots and soy milk, nothing stolen from animals. It should be a rule that under the building, inside the building of every hospital and every school and every church, I might add, no non-vegan products should come in there. No dead animals should be carried into these buildings.
I completely agree. I really do.
Yeah. So it's all about educating. You know, anyone can educate somebody at school. You just hand out, make your own cards like this and just hand it to somebody. Say, hey, read this card. Just have them read it and say, just get the card back. You know, make your own information cards. that you can share with people with facts. And just say, hey guys, did you know it's a fact? Even you show your teacher, did you know that the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has stated it's healthful to be vegan at all stages? So why are we continuing to bring death into our schools and hospitals? You can do that. Anything else?
Yeah, so another thing, I don't know if it's popular in any other country, but the UK, when men go fishing, it's a very popular thing for them to take a photo with a big fish and post it on social medias. Personally, I hate seeing it. I think it's absolutely disgusting, but it's such a common thing in the UK.
People are cruel to animals everywhere. They go to Africa and kill giraffes and pose with them. They go to Africa and kill lions and pose with them. People are extremely cruel, and so cruel that I have seen people go hunting with their children and tell their children to hold the deer antlers up while the deer was still not fully dead and even moving. And the child is clearly like, what the hell? But their dad is such a psychopath trying to convince them that the animal doesn't feel pain. It's like, smile for the camera, honey. Kid's like 6 years old. It is absolute child abuse. And then
I think it's traumatizing.
It's extremely traumatizing. And it's so wrong. One moment, please. I just saw a super chat. Sorry, guys. I saw a blue one just go flying by. Here, let me just see real quick. Oh, I can't catch it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch it. Did I miss it? I'm sorry, guys. The blue ones go too quick. If you put it yellow, for sure, I'll be able to read it out loud, okay? Not trying to be mean. Just sometimes I just can't see it quick enough. All right. Anything else you want to say?
I think that's everything. I was just curious on your opinion on how the UK is brought up around animals and everything, but I think it's quite cruel. I don't think it should be pushed on us at all, especially from such a young age in nursery.
Oh, it's so terrible, yeah. So listen, this is my YouTube, my Instagram. Are you following me yet on Instagram?
Not yet. No, I didn't know you had one. So I'll
Yeah,
go follow you after this.
Yeah, please take a screenshot of this. Everybody take a screenshot of my Instagram. Make sure you follow me there, because you will see videos that they don't let us show you here on TikTok or on YouTube. Did you get a screenshot?
Yeah, I've got it.
All right, guys, over here on YouTube as well. Take a screenshot of this. Go to my Instagram and make sure you watch the stories that I post. Now, since you're from the UK, can I hook you up with some UK people?
Absolutely.
That are vegan? Okay, do you want to know some of them?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you tell them that Vegan Teacher sent you. You're going to love this couple called It's Mel and Steve. Mel, I think it's Mel and Steve, or just Mel and Steve. On YouTube, Mel, like M-E-L, and Steve. They're a vegan couple that are married, and they do a lot of activism. You're going to love them.
I think I've actually heard of them before as well.
Yeah, you probably have. And there's another guy called Plant Geezer. Plant Geezer over in the UK. Guys, you should follow these people. This person named Plant Geezer. You know that the people go in the UK on horses. They wear these red fancy coats, and they train all these dogs to attack foxes, to chase them and scare them and terrify them to death and rip them to shreds. Have you ever seen that?
I have, yeah.
Right. So these people are called hunt saboteurs. So what they do is they go and follow them around and try to make sure that they never kill a fox that day. They annoy the fuck out of them. And they're really, really good people, because they're running to chasing like the men on the horses. Of course, it's not the horse's fault, nor is it the dog's fault, because the dogs have been trained to do this activity. So you'll like that guy, Plant Geezer. Tell him I sent you to. Just send a private message, say, that vegan teacher on TikTok told me to come and follow you. All right?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for coming today. You've been a great teaching assistant.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. All right, over here on TikTok, thanks a lot for being here. I'm going to end the live stream now, and I am going to see you guys in a couple of hours. I have some chores to do, some organizing to do, more cards to print up, all kinds of stuff. See you in a couple of hours, okay, TikTok? Thanks for being as vegan as possible. Thank you guys over here also on YouTube. Like I said, I'm going to be here in a couple of hours. Thanks to everyone who was here. If you guys have a last second super chat and you've been really frustrated because I haven't read it, I'll wait one more minute or so. If you want to put something on the screen, because I know what it's like when you're trying to get someone's attention, you can put a super chat on and I'll be able to read it. I'm going to ban a couple of you guys here that are just writing mean things for no reason. You will never, ever be able to write here again that anyone will see. You can write comments, but no one will ever be able to see them again. Oh, here's one. All right, so this person's named Davy McKent. Davy McKent writes, Miss Katie, I learned a Hebrew word a while ago that I think best describes you. This word is chaser. Can't remember the meaning, but I'm sure it's nice. I don't know what that word means, but thank you for spelling my name properly. Thank you for the super chat. If anybody else has anything else that they want to say, you are welcome to say it. Let's see, we have, how can I join and talk to you? Well, you have to follow me over on my TikTok account, which is called Music by That Vegan Teacher, if you want to talk to me in real life. But it's hard to talk to me over there because there's a huge lineup. There's usually about 100 people trying to talk to me. So if you really want to say something or you want to write write a question, then here's the best place because it actually stops on the screen like you see the other one, right? That somebody just wrote something and I was able to read it out loud to you guys, right? So let me just see if there's anything else that you want to write real quick. I'm just going to see. So somebody here named Silly Gus wants to be banned for life as well. It's fine. I've just banned you for life because you're writing mean things about hurting animals. So you wrote that animals are food, and that's just not true for us. Animals are here for us to protect. So I tapped on your name and I put you in hide user forever. So you'll be able to watch me, but I'll never see your comments again. If you want to come back, you'll have to make a brand new YouTube account. All right? Okay, guys, I think that's it for now. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Thank you to the rest of you who are kind. Thank you for being vegan from now on. Have a great vegan day, guys.